What is up, everybody? Back with another pair of Lowheat. Thanks for all the views and subscribers lately. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Do unboxings from time to time. Sometimes we do wear reviews. Anyways, I'm not a big YouTuber, so I appreciate every single person that subscribes, watches, likes, comments. You're all appreciated. So, oh wait, we have no quick open. New box from Nike. No quick open system, but no tape either. So we don't need my signature. Yeah, that's right. My signature utility knife. Use our man hands on these. Hope this is a fire pair. From the looks of it on the line, it did appear to be so. So we'll see here in a second. Today we got the Nike Dunk Low in Sail and Picante Red Photon Dust. Now, before we unbox these, in size 11.5, that's my size. These retail for, I think, for 110. I got them 120 all in, free shipping from Nike. Got them off the Nike website. I have resisted a bunch of shoes lately because I have too many similar looking shoes, like those the ones that are an ode to Chinatown in San Francisco. I passed on those because I have like 5 different Dunk Highs that look like that. There were some Picante Red Dunk Highs. All white upper, I think red swoosh, red outsole, red hits. Avoided those because I have, metallic red Jordan 1s. These, I had a pair like it. Recently unboxed and reviewed, or did an initial unboxing / review. The Vast Gray, I think Vast Gray, red, varsity red. They were like Cincinnati Reds, Dunk Lows. I got those. I didn't really love them all that much. So I recently sold those on StockX at a loss, of course, because you can't make money on dunks anymore. Don't buy dunks to sell them because you're just not going to make money. So I got these though, because I got these, and I think these will be a little bit better than those. And let's see. Grand unveiling. Please subscribe before I do this. Please subscribe. I would appreciate it. It takes 1 second. It's free. Boom, you did it. Ah, yes. Already like these better. See those Vast Gray ones that I did unboxing a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, the Cincy Red ones. They just were like, your standard kind of like plain leather, synthetic leather upper that they do on most GR dunks, like these. But these are fire. This is like, I've worn these a handful of times now, and they like favorite GR dunk lows. I got 2 pairs. Watch the unboxing video of these. Nothing special about the materials. Nothing special about them at all, other than that these are a retro of an early 2000s pair colorway, and I've really been enjoying these. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Vast Gray ones, just like standard leather, just a little too plain for me. I'm a fancy boy, hence the name Fancy Pants. And these are a GR pair, same price, and you just get a little bit more bang for your buck. And they're just more visually appealing to me. Still will go with a variety of clothes and outfits, but just a little bit more going on here. Let's bring the other one out. No extra pair of laces, as is usually the case with general release dunks. Usually just get 1 set of laces here. But these are the Nike Athletic Department, which, ironically enough, these are online. They're calling these like the Athletic Department 85s because they're an homage to when the dunk was first released in 1985. But on the inside here, the print, the stamp, this is 1972, which is probably the inception of the Nike Athletic Department. And that's going to wear away in like a hot second. Those typically wear away. Sometimes, the rare occasion, there's a weird thing your foot does, like the sweat, the heat, like presses it more and embeds it into that nylon mesh, that synthetic mesh, and it like actually stays. But more often than not, it just like peels away after the first wear. You already know that. But yeah, as you can see here, there's a variety of differences on this from like a typical leather dunk, and I put leather in quotes like that because it's just really crappy quality leather. It's like this plasticky, I don't even know if you can call it leather. But here, as you see on the tongue and the upper of the toe box, it's this canvas, white canvas, creamy white canvas material. You got the Nike tag on the top. No air, because there is no air in these heels. And then you got this really smooth suede, this like light gray suede here around the mudguard and the back heel. which is pretty dope. But then you have a red leather swoosh and back heel Nike tab, embroidered Nike, and a little bit of dark gray leather here that matches the outsole. You have your, now what is standard for the last few years, this like cream aged midsole that matches the laces with different lace ends, which is cool. So just you get a variety of materials here. You get a variety of materials here for your dollars, which is nice. 110. I mean, canvas, there's probably saving a little bit on the leather so they can mix it up. And then, yeah, we already talked about the insole, but this looks like, you know, as my dad would say, this is a real sharp shoe. And I would agree with him. So let's see here. This is interesting. It looks more recycled stuffing. It's not that white stuffing that's typically inside. Let's put one of these on. Already, just on appearance, I'm happy with my upgrade. Happy I sold those Cincy red ones. You know what? You gotta sometimes take a loss. A lot of people who are new to investing, collecting, reselling, they get precious about stuff. But, you know, if I just held on to those shoes forever, never wore them, didn't really love them, like, even though I took a loss on selling them, they're realistically never going to go up. Maybe over time a little bit. Who knows? Maybe there's another dunk craze in 4 years. But there's so much supply now. By the time 4 years hits, there's going to be so much supply. Like, it'll be hard, even if they do get popular again, for their, you know, to be much gains. Anyways, point is, I may be taking a loss, but it's a greater loss to just have that pristine pair of shoes sitting in my closet. That's $120 sitting in my closet. Now, I made like, you know, 98 or whatever it was on StockX, but now I have $98 in my pocket rather than a pair of shoes I'm never going to wear or not be happy about wearing instead. Not be happy, you know what I mean. You should only really, you know, Marie Kondo, watch Tidying Up on Netflix. You got to use the Marie Kondo method. You know, if you hold it in your hands and it sparks joy, good purchase. This sparks, okay, got to be honest, I have a lot of shoes, so I don't know if this quite sparks joy, but this sparks more joy for sure. I know I'm rambling, but I think people are following what I'm putting down. Like, that's a dope shoe. Like, just I mean, that's a really dope shoe. Like, I love these. But like, that's also dope. That's also really, I'm happy with what I did there. I'm very happy with my decision of getting these. I've been passing on a lot of shoes lately. That's why you haven't seen as many videos from me. I could have got the Nike Airship PEs, the every game ones, the red version. But again, I have so many white upper red with red hit shoes, just like those Dunk Highs I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I just passed on them. What else did I pass on? Yeah, the Picante red Dunk Highs. I've been passing on shoes left and right because just gotta be more selective about what I buy, you know? Spend my dollars more wisely. Be more discerning with my spending, my space. I just bought like a little outdoor storage unit to put in like my like beaters. Not good shoes, don't worry. I'm not putting like high heat outside in the outdoors. Just you know, pairs that I want to keep, but doesn't matter if they sit in an outdoor storage shed. Yeah, those are fire, right? Wearing my Seinfeld stance socks. Go quite well with them. You can't really see it there. There you go. Like, this, real nice pair of shoes. What's great is a lot of these type of shoes are sitting for retail. We're in a brand new day. Brand new day. Sucks for the resellers out there, you know, and I have resold shoes, so I would love it if all my shoe collection was worth lots of money. Like, don't get me wrong. Or every time I hit for retail, like, I could flip it for like $100 if I wanted. But you know what? It's great that I wanted these and I was able to get them. So I think, you know, there's pros and cons. I've some of my pairs have gone down in price, but on the other hand, you can go on the Nike website right now and find Dunk Lows available in your size. Like, that's wild. That would have been wild a few years ago. Dunk Highs, Dunk Lows, Jordan 1s, and we're talking retros here, you know? So that's great. I love it. I really do like that you can get a lot of shoes for the most part. Anybody hit on the Spider-Verse shoes? That's another one I kind of passed on. I did the unboxing video, but that's going to be, you know, a gift to my nephew. Those weren't my size. I knew the sneakers drop was happening, and there was raffle signups, and I knew there was first come first serve online and in-person drops happening, you know, yesterday. And I was like, you know what? It's gonna be $200, and I do like them. I like them more than some people. But I was like, I got the lost and founds. I don't need those. So I passed on them. So anyways, if you want me to buy more shoes that I don't need, like be a little bit more loose with what I buy and what I unbox and review, if you like these videos, if you like my content, you know, thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment. You know, you might encourage me to spend my dollars more freely, but just, you know, use your dollars wisely, everyone. I know we're in a consumer YouTube channel right here, celebrating material goods and consumerism. I'm not going to stop spending, but just being a little choosier about what I spend on this. So this is some low heat fire, in my opinion. This is what the channel is about. How clean are those? It's subjective. Like, maybe this isn't your thing. Maybe you're not a white upper shoe guy. Maybe you're not a dunks guy or low tops. But like, I think for me, damn. If there was any better like story or materials behind these, I would say these would push a high 8. I think I'm going to give these an 8 out of, maybe even, you know what? Why am I being stingy? Usually I reserve mid 8s, high 8s for like really good retros that I like, both aesthetically and have some history. And I usually reserve 9s to 10s for like the best collabs, the highest heat that I find dope and sick, and the best retros ever, like the Lost and Founds. You know what? I'm going to bump these over an 8. I like these so much. I'm giving these like an 8.1 out of 10. You know, materials, whatever. But I like that there's a mix of materials. I like that it's a mix of materials. I love bright accents, like this very wearable shoe for the most part, and then you got these like Picante red accents. I'm not completely sick of the yellowed midsole fad yet. You know, if it's done, you know, if it looks good, it looks good, right? For me, matches the aged laces with the red eglets, I think they're called. Love this tongue with the red trim on it. Just about as high praise as you can get for just like a general release inline pair of shoes. So yeah, 8.2 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your fire low heat pickups have been recently. I'd love to hear in the comments if you've made it this far in the video. What have you picked up low heat wise that you've been loving, that you did not regret the purchase? We all have those purchases we kind of like retail regret. For example, those Cincinnati red dunk lows, sold them. There was definitely some buyer's remorse there. These, no buyer's remorse here. So I'd love to hear what you've picked up lately that you've been loving in the low heat game. Any mall pickups, any sale pickups, let me know. All right, that's it for this unboxing video. I'll be trying to kick out some more content, but the biggest way you can inspire me to do more content, keep subscribing, keep the comments coming. I appreciate them all. I look at them all. So, all right, we'll catch you on the next one.